Hi guys, welcome to Fitmas Food Edition number 2. Today we're going to talk about healthy eating on the go. I just have a few little tips and just sort of some things to aim for and things to avoid. I'm going to try and not make this too long for you, so let's jump right into it. First things first, the easiest thing to do is prep your food and bring it with you. Although I know a lot of us don't do that. If you're like me, maybe you're not organized, maybe you're just in a rush, maybe you just hate prepping food, maybe you don't prep food. But if you do, this will not only save you money, but it gives you that total control over what you can eat. And you have food with you the whole time. And if you can't even prep meals, then even snacks are helpful. So bringing things like fruit, raw veggies, nuts, jerky, maybe yogurt or something, whatever it is. Super simple, throw it in a bag, bring it with you. So that's my first tips, is just taking snacks when you can, having those snacks ready, or taking prepped meals if you have those. If you have meal prepped for the week, I know when I used to be organized, haven't been doing that lately, and used to have all my food prepped, then I could just take it right out of the fridge and take it with me if I knew I was going somewhere for the day, so that was super handy. After that, my next tip would be avoid fast food, or think beyond fast food. So there is more out there to stop at than the fast food places, and I know they're sort of our go-to, especially like sometimes you just don't want to get out of the car, especially with kids with you. I know, I feel ya. I'll get on to fast food places later, but if you know, it's a good idea to drag your butt out of the car sometimes and just go into a grocery store. You never really think of, oh, I'm hungry and I'm on the go, so I'll stop at a grocery store, but it is an excellent choice. And a lot of the places now too will make fresh in-store like sandwiches, and they have the salads there that you can buy fresh that they've made. So the bigger centers will have that, but smaller centers will have fruits and veggies, and they might still have little salads made up, not the super fresh ones, but you know, the ones that they have for a couple days that are wrapped up ready to go. They could have like the healthier granola bars, like the Laura bars or whatever some of those kinds are. You know, they'll have like unsalted nuts and things like that. Things that you can grab and go and take with you. So think beyond just the fast food places. My other tip would be to make sure you have water with you. I always take water with me. My water bottle goes with me everywhere I go. I'm always forgetting that places. But get a good water bottle, take that with you everywhere, and bring water with you on your trips and on your travels, because keeping yourself hydrated is really going to help with, it helps you feel full, it helps keep your energy levels up, it's going to flush out toxins and shit if you eat, sorry, didn't mean to swear, but it's going to flush that stuff out if you do sort of binge on stuff that's not as healthy on the go, and it's gonna help you, it can help you with cravings and things like that. So make sure you're hydrated, take your water with you. And my other point would be just to eat regularly. So make sure that you're not letting yourself feel like you're starving, like your stomach is eating itself. That's the worst. So try not to get to that point. Bring foods with you and snack with you, or snack regularly, have them with you, stop enough times along your trip that you're not starving, and then when you get to food, you're just like, so you're not eating everything in sight or making the worst choices because you just need to eat now, sort of thing. I also wanted to say that a lot of gas stations now are getting wider selections, so even if it's a gas station that you have to stop at, I look for jerky, though I sort of do read labels because a lot of them can have, depending on the seasoning or the type you're getting, I go for like the original or the least amount of seasoning on them. Things like teriyaki and stuff have like lots of sugar, but some of them have like MSG and stuff too. So just sort of go by, you know, what's available to you and the best choice there. And a lot of them are getting to like really healthy little trail mixes, and the healthier granola bars are coming into gas stations more and more. So you can get like unsalted nuts and little mixes and stuff pre-made in the gas stations that you can just grab and go. Things I would avoid are the nuts that are flavored. They're like usually just loaded with salt, or other weird flavorings, like chemically type weird shit. Don't get them. The chocolate covered nuts, of course, those are so high calorie, because it's not only is it nuts which are high calorie, but then it's loaded with the sugar and all the chocolate on top. But they're delicious. And also stay away from the sugary drinks. Sometimes we don't think about the drinks we're getting, like those natural iced teas. Don't get those. They're just loaded with sugar still. Gatorades, things like that, coffee that's flavored or like dumping a bunch of sugar and stuff in it. Just try and stay away from that stuff. Drink your water, and then get your foods that are the least amount of, you know, weird seasonings and things on them. Crackers and things too, guys. A lot of us think crackers are not too bad for us, but they can add up in calories just almost like chips a lot of the time. You know, you can eat, if you eat like, sometimes it's like 4 crackers, 90 calories or something crazy like that. You're gonna eat a lot more than 4 crackers, so it's gonna be a ton, and a ton of calories. And a lot of them have weird things in them too. And so another thing I want to talk about was restaurants. So if you do stop at restaurants, of course, I mean, there's salads, things like that. Salads are good, and some of us love salads. I like getting salads. Some people don't though. But if you are getting salads, go for the grilled meat. You can get the dressing on the side. Going for oil-based dressings can be better for you, lower calorie, depends. I'm kind of iffy on that now because of a lot of them were just like canola oil anyway, which I'm kind of like meh. But they could be, especially if you have dairy intolerances, which I know a lot of us do, they could be a little easier on your tummy. If it's not a salad, then just go for the grilled and baked dishes. So you want the grilled and baked meat. If there's whole grain type carbs, get those, or you can get like the plain baked potato instead of fries. Ask them to put everything on the side. So just say that you don't want it slathered in butter or, you know, whatever else it is they're putting on there. Just ask for that stuff just either held, not on it, or on the side if you can. They're pretty accommodating at a lot of restaurants. You know, just don't be a dick about it, because that's how you get spit in your food. I'm just kidding, but not really. So yeah, and then just I always try to aim for something that has the good, you know, the balanced plate like I was mentioning yesterday. So getting in some carbs, lean proteins, some fats on there, which you can get from dressings and stuff if you do have a salad or something, and veggies. I like getting things with lots of veggies in it too. I love, there's a place in Brandon that me and John go to all the time, and they actually have veggies and dip as a side. I get it all the time. It's so good. Anyway, as for fast food restaurants, I kind of wanted to touch on this. A lot of them now have salads. McDonald's actually has some decent salads. I haven't had them in a long time, but I used to when I worked a lot, go there and get a salad. So there are salads at those places. I know you show up there and then all you want is the burger or whatever. And that's another key point, is you got to decide this before it's happening. You have to think like, nope, this is what I'm getting and this is what I'm gonna stick to and this is what I plan on doing, sort of thing. So get that in your head, decide on what you're doing, and just follow through. You'll feel so much better after. Just think about how shitty you feel after you devour those burger and fries. That's always what I think of, and I'm just like, ugh. Like, there are some places that I really do like the burger and fries, like fast food places, and I'm just like, oh God, but then I just feel like a piece of garbage after. So that does slow me down and usually changes my mind. A lot of them too, those fast food places have wraps. I would watch out for those. I find they're usually just a white flour tortilla and they're loaded with a sauce and then a whole bunch of the really processed gross cheese and a little bit of crappy meat and maybe a sprinkle of lettuce. Like, they're not really giving you anything good on them or healthy at all. So watch out for those too. But I mean, best thing to do, pack your own food. It's gonna save you money. It's gonna save you stopping places. Think beyond fast food places. There's grocery stores, so many places to stop at other than just a fast food joint. Make sure that you're drinking and bringing your water with you everywhere. That water is so important and great for you to get into your body. And then eat regularly so you're not starving and making decisions on an empty stomach. And then just looking around, like just looking in those gas stations. There is more than just, you know, like coffees filled with sugar and cream and some chocolate covered almonds or whatever. A lot of them are getting a lot more in them, so there is better choices. There was a 7-Eleven I used to go to all the time in Brandon, and they sold fruit and yogurt and things like that in there. So you just gotta look around, guys. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you're loving Fitmiss still, and I hope you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later.